Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes is a 1989 Nick video game developed by Nihon Falcom, and it is the sixth game in the line of Dragon Slayer game and the first and opening for the Legend of Heroes series, and the series will continue on the name of Legend Heroes for the next 20 years. And this game has a remake, and it is the only chance that this game will get a version in the West with the remake of the PlayStation Portable released on 2006. Dragon Slayer: The Legend of Heroes II is a 1992 Nick PC game developed by Nihon Falcom, and this game takes place 20 years after the event of the previous game, where the heroes defeated god demon Naja, and the peace returned once again to the Esperanza town. And after this, the heroes of our game will take separate ways. The Legend of Heroes II: The Prophecy of the Moon Knight Witch is a 1994 role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcom. This game was released for computer system first, but after all it was released for PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn. And this game is the start of the Gaga trilogy, and this is the first game to be titled The Legend of Heroes instead of Dragon Slayer. The Legend of Heroes IV: Tears of Vermilion is the fifth game for the Legend of Heroes game, and the second game in the Legend of Heroes main game. So this game was released on 1996 for Nick PC, and will get a better version later on PlayStation 1 in 1998, and a better version and PC Windows version in the year 2000. This game was released by Nihon Falcom. It is a role-playing game. It takes place in the world of the Legend of Heroes or Dragon Slayer. The Legend of Heroes V: Song of the Ocean is a 1999 Windows game developed by Nihon Falcom. It is a role-playing game where story takes place in Wild Luna, third realm in Gagrav, and the story takes place 7 years after the Legend of Heroes 4 and 49 years after the Legend of Heroes 2 events. This game will get a better version, a remake version for the PlayStation Portable back in 2006. The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Skies is a 2004 PC computer role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcom, and this is the sixth game in the Legend of Heroes meta series and the first in the Trail series. This game takes place several years after the event of Legend of Heroes 5, and this game will get a remake or a better version for PlayStation Portable in 2006. This is where the game will get popular and the Legend of Heroes overall will get popular all over the world, and it will get more popular in Japan after this release for the PlayStation Portable. So it was like the Monster Hunter for the Monster Hunter 2nd for the Legend of Heroes. The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky SC is a 2006 Windows computer game developed by Falcom, and this is a role-playing game and the 7th game in the Legend of Heroes meta series and the 2nd in the Trail series. The event of the game passes the night after the Legend of Heroes FC game. The story follows Estella journey in search for Joshua after she knows his secret in the first game, which is FC. This game will get a better version later on the next year in 2007 for the PlayStation Portable. This is where the game will get popular also, like the FC in 2006. The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 3rd is the 3rd game for the Trails in the Skies game, and 8th for the meta series Legend of Heroes. This game was released on 2007 for the Windows PC and will get a later on version for the PlayStation Portable in 2008. The Legend of Heroes no Kiseki is the direct sequel to the Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky 3rd, and takes place story several months after the event of the game. And this game was released on 2010 for the PlayStation Portable and 1 year later on Windows PC. So the game is now more focusing on console, especially PlayStation console portable, and not like the usual Legend of Heroes game. So this is the 9th game in the meta series of the Legend of Heroes and the 4th game in the Trails in the Skies series. The Legend of Heroes Aion Kiseki is the direct sequel to the Zero no Kiseki game that was released on 2010. This game takes place several months after the event of the Zero no Kiseki. This is the 5th game in the Trails in the Skies games and the 10th in the Legend of Heroes meta series. This game was released for the PlayStation Portable in 2011, and it will get a version for the PC computer in 2013, and a remake version in 2014 for the PlayStation Vita.
I highly doubt we'll be the ones to endure a beating here today.
As long as we make good use of the Arcus's combat links.
Yeah, they don't.
The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel is a 2013 role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcom, and it is the sixth game in the Trail series and the 11th game in the Legend of Heroes meta series. This game takes several. This game story exists in an intertwined world of the碧の軌跡 and Zeroの軌跡world.
Here I go! There! Ha!
The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel II is a 2014 role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcom, and it is the seventh game in the Trails games series, and it is the 12th in the Legend of Heroes meta series. So this is the second game in the Trails Cold game, and it is also marking the 10th year anniversary for the Trails in Japan that was beginning in 2004. So it was the 10th anniversary for the Trails Cold with this new game, Trails of Cold Steel. The Legend of Heroes Akatsuki no Kiseki is a spin-off for the Trails Cold series, and it is an online multiplayer RPG game developed by Nihon Falcom in 2016. This game was developed under the idea of celebrating the 10th anniversary of the Trails Cold that was beginning on 2004 on computer Windows, and was a huge success. And Nihon Falcom was should release a PSP version on 2006 where the game will get popular in Japan and all over the world. The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel III is a 2017 role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcom, and it is the direct sequel to the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel II, and it is the second installment in the Trails of Cold Steel arc. So this game was developed by Nihon Falcom. It was released on 2017, and it is the first game to be developed and released on PlayStation 4 first.
Right! Right! It's my turn! Right! It's my turn!
The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4 End of Saga is the fourth installment in the Trails of Cold Steel and the seventh installment in the Trails series. So this is the end of the Trails of Cold Steel game, and the game will more focusing on something new as in terms of story and content. So this is the last game for the Trails game that was beginning releasing on 2004 for the Windows computer, and it gets several releases for.
Take my place! If you insist. Activating.
The Legend of Heroes III Daybreak is a 2021 role-playing game developed by Nihon Falcom for PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch. So this game was the 8th installment in the Trees series and also a part of the Legend of Heroes meta series. And this is the first game in the Trees Daybreak arc story. The Legend of Heroes Kaino Kiseki is the second installment in the True Daybreak arc story and the 9th in the Trees series, and this game will be released on 2024 for celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Trees series in Japan that was beginning in 2004 on Windows PC. With later on the series will get so popular in the world after so many releases and so many arcs like Trails of Cold Steel and Trails in the Skies